Top of the top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning. Good morning, good morning. This is Getting in the Green with Perfect Strangers. I am your host, Just Daryl. I got my partner with me, as always, on brand, the man himself, the green hoodie legend, Corey. Corey, what's good, baby?
Hey, not much, man. Not much. Finally got my first good day in the NBA there. Clean sweep yesterday. It's been
Yeah,
a while since I had one of those, so felt good to get a couple right. Even though the Clippers tried to give it away, but we'll take it.
they sure did until second quarter.
Yeah,
I was like, wait a minute, this game is kind of close, man. And then the second quarter happened.
yeah.
And
That
then they
fourth
did,
quarter, man. It depends when you got in. They cut it all the way to 4.
yeah.
I know. I think the spread closed at like 7. So if you got in early, you were good. If you waited, that's a tough
Not so
break
much.
after being up 30.
Yeah. That closing line was 7. So yeah, it all matters where you got it. But yeah, very, very true, man. A lot of movement. I went 2-2 yesterday. I tried to look at some different angles because I know that these totals and these spreads are going to mess up a lot of people. You saw the late scratches, right? You saw what was going on with the Celtics game. People got kind of scared with that for a quick second. But all in all, association was okay. I didn't make any plays today. I didn't. I haven't. And I'm probably going to get to the window late on these. So here we are, man. CDH, good morning to you, brother. Good to have you. Good to have you. All in all, I think I probably will be kind of light until the postseason begins, to be honest with you. We'll see, though. We'll see. We will see. About last night. Yeah. That Dallas and Detroit game was kind of funny until the second quarter. And then the third and fourth quarter. But they smacked Detroit 131 to 113. Same thing with Brooklyn. That game was kind of crazy until the second half, right?
Yeah.
Everybody was like, oh, there goes Brooklyn. They turn it on. New York Knicks gives you 15 points in the third quarter, 16 points in the fourth quarter. End up losing 98 to 110. New York Knicks just suck, man. They suck. Washington kind of kept it close with Atlanta until the first quarter. Dude, I thought that was going to be a steal. I took the Wizards plus 3.5 in the first quarter. It's like 2 minutes left. And they just went on a run. 41 points in the first quarter. 40 points to 31. So lost that bet. They win. Atlanta wins 118 to 103. Boston beats Chicago. As we all knew, that was the big play for me.
Mm-hmm.
First half, full game, 117 to 94. Utah, they put it on OKC. Whew. 137 to 101. And the nightcap, the Clippers beat the Suns after the Suns decide to rest everybody, 113 to 109. What did you think about last night's games?
Yeah, I mean, they went pretty on script, so you got to worry about these bad teams in the second half because they're just sitting everybody. New York switched up their rotation, cost them that game, but obviously they don't care. Same with Washington. So it's just one of those things. I mean, these guys might be competitive early, but you just can't trust them to play to win. So, yeah, I mean, you got to kind of lean favorites here down the stretch, especially if they need it. And then the Clippers got Norman Powell back last night. Looked pretty good until they let off the gas in the fourth quarter.
Right.
But yeah, it was a good day of ball. The teams that needed to win got their wins, so that always makes the betting nice.
Right. Favorite team is always the team who covers. So if you win, you win. Good night in the association. All right, man. We got a week left. Less than a week.
Yeah, we're
Right?
wrapping
Less
up
than a
quick
week.
here.
Less than a week, and then we're in the play-ins. First game of the day for today, we've got Orlando at Charlotte. Total on this game right now is 228.5. It's moved up from 227.5. Spread on this is Charlotte minus 13. That moved down a hook. It was 13.5. Injuries right now, only person on this is who's doubtful is Gordon. Got Book Night back, right? And then everybody's out for Magic. Wendell Carter, Cole Anthony, Franz Wagner, Schofield, Gary Harris. I'm telling you, 13 is a lot of points to me. It is. It's a game that I probably don't want any action in. Charlotte plays on the 8th, so they play tomorrow. This is the beginning of their back-to-back against Chicago. Right? Charlotte should win the remaining games, to be honest with you. They should win these next 3 games. But 13 points is a lot. Maybe it's because it's Orlando's back-to-back. I don't know. But 13 points is a lot. You could probably look at this at a first half bet. I'm not sure, but it's a game that I won't play. Who do you like here?
Yeah, I mean, I like Charlotte. Orlando, they didn't play yesterday, did they? They shouldn't have. I don't think so.
I'm sorry. No, they didn't. I keep putting them and Detroit together. You're right. No, they didn't.
They're all one big lump sum of
shit, those two teams just suck.
I like Charlotte here, though, in the sense that they should win this game. They need to win this game. They got to try and get up into that 8 seed. And they're one back right now of Brooklyn. So they're looking to win out here. I think they show up. They're at home. They've been getting smacked on the road recently. So I think they're going to be happy to be home. They'll get this done. But yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm not giving 13. If you want to give, maybe first half a look. Actually, the look I might go with here is going to be Charlotte team total first half. Orlando hasn't been playing great defense, but they did keep some games competitive that they shouldn't have. They actually beat Cleveland the other night. But yeah, maybe Charlotte team total first half. So a way to look at this one.
Yeah, that's the only way. Just to cut those points down. But I'm not going to rush to get to the window here. Not on this game. I just think it's just a lot of points. And, as bad as Orlando is, you just never you don't know what to expect out of them with these fast teams. I don't know. I'm not too keen on this game at all. Next game, we've got Philly at Toronto. Total on this game is 220. That's moved up from 215.5, bro. 215.5 to 220. Toronto was -2. Now they're a pick'em. They are a pick'em. Only person out is Matisse Thybulle in eligibility, right? I don't think his defense is that good to where it's worth 5 points. OG Anunoby is questionable. Bonga is questionable. And Watanabe is questionable. Maybe those guys don't play. I don't know. Philly's next 2 games are Indy and Detroit. And Toronto's next 2 games are Houston and then at the Knicks. I just feel like this is a Toronto spot. I do. Now, remember, these teams, if you look at the standings, Corey, these teams are pretty close.
Yeah, they're the 4-5 right now. This is the first round matchup as of right now. Obviously, it could get shaken up there with Philly moving up or down. I mean, up. Depending on what happens to Milwaukee, Boston. But yeah, I mean, I think you're going to get 2 teams that are motivated because you don't want to give the other one any kind of mental edge here going into maybe a potential playoff series. I'm not convinced it's just Matisse Thybulle out today. He got ruled out early.
Yeah, that was early.
I actually want to see who gets on the plane today, though, to go to Toronto. So if it's just Matisse Thybulle, it still hurts. He's one of your starters, even though he shouldn't be. Good defender, good part of the rotation. So I
Yeah,
think
but
Toronto beats Philly on their best day. Um, I think OG Anunoby shows up for this one. Toronto gets it done. I probably won't bet this game
yeah.
because Toronto really can't go anywhere in the standings.
Hmm.
You're not going to catch Philly, and you're not going down at this point the
Right.
way Chicago's playing. So,
Right.
does it take a little edge off? Possibly there for Toronto. So that's the only thing that scares me. But I think at home, um, I think they get it done. I think we might see a couple more people ruled out here,
Yeah,
but
something's got to happen with this, and maybe it's on the Toronto side. I don't know, because for Toronto to be the home favorite to now being a pick 'em, and then if you see them as a dog, as a home dog, that's something's telling there. So, um, it seems like an angle is going to be either a quarter play for me, or maybe a team total. I don't know. This one here, Philly's good at first halves, right? They do cover first halves. Surprisingly, they cover first quarters as well. So we'll see. Not a game that I think I'm going to play. Pretty close though. Next game on the slate, man. Boston at Milwaukee. This is Milwaukee -6, bro. Milwaukee -6. Total on this game is 225.5. It has been there. Nobody's touched this game. This is pretty much split across the board. And I think I know why. You know why. This is gonna be playoff atmosphere all day, right? Playoff atmosphere all day. Milwaukee can go into second place with this game, right? They could move into second here. And Boston off a back-to-back. So that's why you see the -6. Man, I know that Chicago game was important, right? And I know Boston's playing for a lot here, but I wonder if it probably would have been easier to rest one or two of your starters, right? Since Chicago wasn't playing for anything. So as it stands right now, Giannis is probable, right? Grayson Allen's doubtful. And then for the Celtics side, that's pretty much it. They're healthy. You just don't have Time Lord there. Looking at head-to-head, I mean, they haven't played since December, and they split those games. They did play in November. Boston won. So Boston's up on them 2-1 for the season, right? I still like Boston here. I do. I like Boston here. I just think that defense is one of a kind, especially if you don't have a healthy Giannis. You're going to see that line move. Now, where Milwaukee does seem to make people money, if you're betting Milwaukee, is also first quarter, first half. But in this case here, it's another game, man, to where I just don't feel like I got an advantage, even though I like Boston off their back-to-back. Probably not going to play this game. Who do you like?
Yeah, I like Milwaukee here. A couple things as of late for Milwaukee is Giannis has been showing up for the big games in the East. He had a monster game against Philly. And the guy's just been dialed in. He's probable today. He's going to go here. This is a big game for seeding. And, I kind of brought it up a couple times. Milwaukee's the only team in the East that can take advantage of Time Lord being out. Because they will relentlessly attack the rim. And if Boston doesn't have that rim protector, that defense does have that hole now.
Right.
I think Milwaukee's built to beat this Boston team. They got Lopez back now, who looked good in his last game. He's going to spread the floor there at the 5. Grant Williams or Theis is going to have to go, into that corner 3, that deep corner.
Mm-hmm.
Giannis is going to attack the rim. And for as good a defense as they play, their defense is based on their guards.
Mm-hmm.
They can lock up good guards on other teams. They don't have the guy to stop Giannis, though. And, they might struggle with even a Joel Embiid right now.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it's Milwaukee at home here. I think we're going to see the effects of that injury for Boston. Big game, though. I'm with you. I think you're going to see playoff atmosphere. You're going to see playoff Giannis here. Should be a good one, though. I'm probably not betting this game, but definitely be watching this one tonight.
Definitely. Next game on the slate, San Antonio at Minnesota. This line was Minnesota -8. It is now -8.5. Total on this game is 240.5. Yeesh. These totals, man, crack me up, bro. That is ridiculously high, but it'll probably go over. It was bet up from 237.5. So at what point do you just start looking at the under here, right? Man, Spurs, Walker's questionable. Murray out, right?
That guy had a serious illness
Yeah.
that he was talking about.
Yeah. So Patrick Beverly's questionable for Minnesota. Beasley and McDaniels may go, right? But I mean, where's your scoring going to come from, right? If you don't have DeJounte in there. I'm probably going to go back to the well with Minnesota first half. I lost it last game, right? But this is a game that you could probably get in on it. I think everybody for Minnesota is going to play. Tell me something. Do you know if they were to win their games and Denver were to lose their games, if they would have the tiebreaker?
I don't think they have it on Denver.
Yeah.
But I think yeah, I'm not sure there. I don't think we could just look it up. This goes off their head-to-head.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not sure there. But I also think though we're gonna get us I'm with CDH here with the Wolves and over. I'm not gonna go team the game, but I will take the Minnesota team total over. I think San Antonio is going to shut it down. They locked in that 10 spot in the West. They played really hard, won a big game to get it, beat Denver. But now that you have it locked up, I think they just, get healthy here, shut it down, get DeJounte Murray back for this play-in game. And yeah, I mean, Minnesota, yeah, again, they might not be playing for anything here. So that's a little scary as far as full game goes. Maybe you want to go first half. But the Minnesota team total, San Antonio hasn't been playing any defense. I don't assume that starts today. They score at home, man, regardless of the spreads. So, yeah, I think Minnesota team totals a look here. I think Minnesota gets this one done. I don't think San Antonio is very motivated tonight.
Yeah, I hear you on that. I totally hear you on that. Maybe that's why it's going up, It says Trey Jones actually controls that San Antonio offense pretty well when DJ is out. Has looked good last 2 games.
Yeah, Trey Jones' PRA is always a good look at this point. That's hit the last 2 games as well. My thing is, though, it's just a different speed when you play Minnesota. Keldon Johnson, those guys that have been scoring 20 and keeping them competitive, it might be a different beast here, the way Minnesota runs.
I don't know if I'm going to run to the window on this one either, to be honest with you. I don't know. Because we're looking at San Antonio, even in their last 10, they're 7-3 ATS. It's weird. They're 8-2 last 10. Next game on the slate, Portland at New Orleans. Total on this game is 224. New Orleans line is -16.5. Another game I have no interest in. I'm not going to even cap it. Right? If it's a blind bet I take, it's New Orleans. But I'm not going to play this game. Who do you like?
Yeah, I mean, I think, New Orleans is probably going to win this one. They do, I guess, looking at the standings, I guess New Orleans and San Antonio could flop the 9-10 for home court in that game. But Portland is just rolling out a G League squad at this point.
Yeah.
They either seem to lose by 40 or they somehow keep games competitive when they shouldn't. So, yeah. Might be another one, like if you want to look at this game, maybe just the New Orleans team total. Portland's been playing fast. They don't play much defense. So maybe New Orleans team total. But yeah, probably not betting this game, man.
Yeah. You think CJ wants to give it to him?
Maybe. I don't think it's that big a deal to him.
Jonas is questionable. I
Yeah,
don't
he
know.
didn't play last game either. But yeah, I don't know. I'll probably just stay away from this game. I think New Orleans gets it done.
Yeah, me too. I mean, like I said, it'll be a blind bet. Like it would just have to go to New Orleans. It really would. It really would. I don't see Portland. I mean, they're 1-9 last 10, 2-8 ATS. Right? Like I don't see how they get up at all. At all. So yeah, that's a no one for me. No go for me. Next game on the slate, Memphis at Denver. This line was Denver -3. It's now -4.5 for Denver. Total on this game has dropped down a hook from 233 to 232.5. This is another one, man. Right? I mean, Denver is playing Golden State right now as it looks. If, for whatever reason, Golden State swaps with Dallas, right? But Denver's locked in that 6th spot. And I don't know, they probably could go up and go up to the number 5 spot. I mean, it's still a lot of moving parts there. Memphis is locked in that number 2 spot for sure. They are locked in there, right? Does Memphis really have any motivation? Are they trying to get healthy? Do they want to beat a good team? Right? You got a lot of people who is probably, I mean, Green, Porter, Van Carson, those are the same guys that's been out. Nanji's been out, right? Dylan Brooks is questionable. John Morant, obviously, saying mid-April, right? He's sitting down for the rest of the season here. I don't know the motivation on the Grizzlies side, just the fact that they talk a lot of shit. I don't know the motivation here, right? I it's not saying that you would arrest players, but I would kind of shut it down. I would. So if I'm looking at a side, I would probably have to look at Denver here. Denver has more to play for than Memphis, if we're talking motivation. But I just don't know the angles here. So this is another game that I probably won't play at all. Locke is saying I like Wolves team total over. Yep. Tiffany, hey, how are you, Tiffany? Hey, perfect strangers.
Denver has to win. Yeah, so I did look it up. It looks like Minnesota does have the tiebreaker. If they were to, Denver was to drop the next 2 and Minnesota wins the next 2, they could swap, which would be big to get out of the play in there. So Grizz still need to win one to tie franchise record.
Maybe that's your motivation.
Yeah, right? But yeah, if Denver needs to win,
I mean, they're going to get it. They play New Orleans, and then they play Boston, right? So, what do you think, Corey?
Memphis is the better team. Does Joker try and get it done, though, and not worry about that play-in? Maybe. I don't know. This one's a stay away from me. I think Memphis can get it done. They're the better team here, but you just got to kind of look at the motivation. Maybe they're chasing the franchise record. Maybe they don't give a shit about that. It's just one of those things, man. That's the kind of team that's looking to prove themselves in the actual playoffs. Yeah, I'm sure they want the record. I don't know if that's enough motivation for me to bet on them, though. I don't know if they're going to play hard. Denver does have to win. They might dig deep here, but they're the inferior team. So no bet for me here. Probably lean on Memphis as far as the side goes.
If you're going to get that franchise win, you can get it against New Orleans.
Yeah.
Right. If you're going to break that record, you can get it against New Orleans. Probably not going to get it against Boston. I'm not sure. All right, man. Last game on the slate, the Lakers at Golden State. Total on this game right now is 223. Spread on this game is -12.5, and rightfully so, as it should be, as Russell is questionable, AD is questionable, and LeBron is questionable. They're already like 1-2-3 Cancun. I wouldn't play these last 2 games. I wouldn't. There is nothing to play for. Might as well pack that shit up. Golden State on the other end, that's another team right now, right? That probably, yeesh. you probably want to stay at 3. You probably don't want to have any moving parts. You probably want to stay at 3. I would think so. So if I'm looking at this game, another game I'm not going to play, it's Golden State or nothing for me. Golden State or nothing. All your stars are questionable, and this should be a complete dismantling of the Lakers squad today if none of those 3 play. I promise you. That's how it's going to be. Bottom line. So if you're looking at a spot, you could take Golden State trifecta. Maybe stay off the first quarter because you always got to see how teams are going to make the adjustments and play. But this is a Golden State first half full game bet. Who do you like here?
I like to bet against the Lakers, man.
I know you do.
Yeah, that's where the money's been made. Yeah, probably Golden State first half here. Golden State hasn't been playing great basketball either, though. Mm-hmm. So it's a little tough to give that many points, but I think they get it done first half. Nobody's going to play here for the Lakers. There's just no reason, especially now that I think Embiid has a higher points average there than LeBron. So LeBron doesn't even have motivation to play 2 games to get into that conversation.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think the Lakers, they're looking in. They don't even know. Those guys that are going to play don't even think they're going to be on the team next year. It's just a dismantling happening there. You figure Golden State will get this done, but I'd go first half if you're going to bet this.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I'm not going to play this game either. It'd probably be full game or nothing for me. And what I would do is, if I were you, I would wait, or I would not wait. If you like Golden State, play them now. Play them now, because this line is going to move. I think that's why the line is so high, to prepare for the news that those 3 are going to sit. So we'll see. We will see. All right, man. Let's get into our leans for today. If only I had this right. But I don't. There's supposed to be some music. Let me try it again. Let's get into our leads for today. All right, man. If I'm looking at any leans, Corey, I'm probably going to lean Minnesota first half. And I kind of, man, that's funny. You've kind of talked me off that Boston game, and now as we've talked, it's already moved up a hook. Milwaukee -6.5 now.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So it's always around this time, around 6 o'clock when we're on, that you start to see the lines move a little bit, right? So my lean is Minnesota first half. I'm probably going to lean Golden State full game. So these are very light leans for me. Everything else, man, I don't know. I don't know here. What do you like? Where are you leaning?
I got some leans on Charlotte team total, Minnesota team total. And then I've got a light lean on Golden State first half. Potentially Minnesota first half with it, but all pretty light leans. I probably will end up stepping on the Charlotte and Minnesota team totals at some point today, though.
Charlotte and Minnesota team totals. Yeah, I got you. I mean, it's to me, it's just too early to call with some of these. This is when it's like, you really got to wait to get to the window, right? You really have to wait. So yeah, those are the 2 I'm looking at. And official picks.
Hey, yo, I woke up, I'm not dead. Smoked up, got out of bed. Gotta see the green, otherwise I see a lot of red. Watching what I say around some of y'all.
I don't have any.
I'm with you. Nothing on the books yet.
I don't have any, bro.
I looked at the lines last night. I was like, man, none of this shit stands out to me. So I was like, I'm gonna go to bed. Maybe I'll wake up in the morning with some new eyes or something. But
yeah, see, something changes.
Yeah, no, like I said, I'll probably hop on those team totals a little later in the day. I'm not too much of a hurry to get to those. It's just one of those. It's an ugly slate today as far as betting goes. I think people are going to talk themselves into some plays here, but just from yesterday we had Boston. That was a lock. We don't have that kind of game today.
Yeah, man. This one here. Oof. I don't know. That is the show, man. Quick slate. Looking at tomorrow's slate. Just about the same thing. A lot of games tomorrow, but some are ugly. This is not the time to bet if you don't know. Just stay off and wait for the playoffs, man. This is Getting in the Green with Perfect Strangers. Make sure you like and subscribe. All of our information is down there, somewhere down there, right? You'll find us on the Twitterverse where we post our picks. Corey more so than I. Get it close to that UFC card, man.
That's a big one, man. Saturday. Looking forward to money. So
I was watching the countdown last night.
Oh, the countdowns are great, man. I haven't watched it yet, but those get you pretty hyped up for it.
Yeah, they do, man. They do. They really do. As always, thank you to the folks in the chat. Appreciate you, CDH and Locke. All y'all, man. Y'all are good people. Make sure you bet safely, right? Only bet what you can afford to lose. And we will see y'all maybe tomorrow. Yeah, I think so.
Tomorrow.
Y'all be easy.
Aljo.